Well, thank everybody. Thank everybody for coming out after all these disaster warnings. Stay in your house unless you're fleeing. You're fleeing something. But yeah, I want to thank the few and the proud that showed up here, and big night of music. Mr. Doug Beavers will be performing later with an all-star aggregate of salseros. And I want to thank Doug Beavers for having us come out here, and Brian over there. And I want to introduce these musicians, these wonderful musicians that I've had the honor of playing with off and on for, as Conrad likes to say, for 2 centuries, literally. First, I'll start with Conrad. We actually started playing together when we were 15 years old. And you've heard him with Frank Sinatra, you've heard him with Buddy Rich, you've heard him with Eddie Palmieri, you've heard him with the great Joe Henderson. And I've been honored to be part of his Latin side all-star band. The fantastic, inimitable Conrad Herwig on the trombone. On the tenor saxophone, we go back to Set Fire to Me, was it? Willie Colon, back in like I think it was like the mid-'80s. And you've heard him with, I don't know if people remember GRP Records, Tom Brown, trumpet player. And you've heard him with La Lupe. And of course you heard him with the Mike Stern Band. He played with all my favorite drummers. He played with Dennis Chambers, he played with Dave Weckl, played with the Yellow Jackets. Mr. Bob Franceschini, the saxophone. De Puertorico, also lived many years in Sao Paulo. He lived in Seoul, South Korea. He lived in Mali. And of course, he lives in New York. Musical director for Dee Dee Bridgewater. Played with David Sanchez for many years. And also, I'm honored to be in. He has a trio, the Edsel Gomez Triumvirate. I always like to say, given his name, this time they got it right. Edsel Gomez. And another gentleman that I've actually been playing with one of the first guys I met when I first moved to New York, and I asked if he wanted to jam, and he told me to go get lost. But I tracked him down, and we ended up hooking up, and we played for many years with Dave Valentine Band. You've heard him with Tanya Maria for many years. You heard him with Michel Camilo, with Wayne Kranz, Mike Stern, who he's going to go back out on the road with, which he hasn't done in a long time. The wonderful Lincoln Goins on the bass. And my name is Robby Ameen. We're playing music from mostly my compositions from the last several albums that I've done, which most of these guys have played on. We started out with a song from my latest record, Deluvio, that was called Fast Eye. And then we just ended up with a little cha-cha-cha called Cremont. And we're going to continue with an arrangement of a Sonny Rollins classic called Olio.